Welcome back to Truckin' Outdoors. Springtime. Not a whole lot of outdoor adventures to be had. Not enough ice to go ice fishing, not enough open water to go open water fishing. So we are here in the Truckin' Outdoors shop, aka my garage. Yesterday it was 60 degrees. Today it's 20 degrees and we have a fresh layer of snow. On top of that, the wind is ripping about 45 miles an hour, somewhere around there, 70 mile an hour gusts. I mean, it's just a great day.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
We're going to be working on the Humvee. Still looking for a name for the Humvee. If you got an idea for a name for this old girl, why don't you shoot it down in the comment section for me? You know, April 1st, I should probably be in the office, probably doing taxes. So I'm going to do the right thing, try to get this old girl running. So stick around. Got a few things done since the last time we were working on this together. Went ahead and got the cooling system all buttoned up. All of the lines are run. I think we are ready to put some juice in there. Also got the power steering and hydraulic boost system buttoned up. This line was too short. So went ahead and got that made. Took about a week and got that all punched in. So power steering, brakes, should be all ready to go. Brakes, I mean, not real important in a rig like this. I mean, should just go pretty much over anything that it comes in its way anyway. So what's on the agenda today is going to be electrical. In these Humvees, the factory wiring harness is going to get all deleted. And I'll tell you why. I ripped out the dash because I'm going to have to do all new gauges in this thing. So I ripped the dash and the instrument cluster off. And I found out that every wire in a factory Humvee wiring harness is black. Great planning. So there's no tracing any of the wires to go into the lights, to the starter. You can't just look at a color up here and say, oh, I need that color on the other side. No, they're all black. I've just decided it is gonna be such a nightmare tracing down the factory wire harness. I'm just gonna delete the whole thing. That's gonna be the plan. Number one today is getting all of the wires out. I went ahead and got a universal wire harness for a hot rod off the internet part store, Amazon, and that has all the colored wires that we're gonna need. So I'm gonna be installing that at some point, and then I'll be able to just rerun wires for the lights, the stuff that we need. I think that's gonna save us a ton of time than trying to salvage whatever wires I got running around. This is the original instrument cluster on this rig. I think I can reuse it and just replace the gauges that are in here. None of these gauges are gonna work, but I can probably reuse this panel and it'll look pretty cool. So that's gonna be the plan. Here is a partial to-do list. You can see I've got some stuff crossed off. Heater core lines, pressure tank, mainly the cooling system is pretty well done. Got the drive shaft put back in. And we're gonna be adding to this probably more than we're gonna be crossing off. But the electrical is a long list. So we're gonna get started on it. This is the mess we got going on in here. Look at all that. Not one color wire in the entire rig, all black. And they all have these watertight fittings on there. I suppose so you could take this thing underwater. But I don't plan on doing that yet. We'll see. But we're gonna go in here, remove all of this harness. The goal is to get everything out, anything that's factory, give us enough space to really put just the wires in that we need. That is the military ignition system. They don't have keys, it's just a switch. So not too hard to steal, honestly. We're gonna put this ignition system in it. This is an aftermarket. That's what we're gonna do. And I was hoping to save this switch here, but it's part of that military harness, so there's no way to tell what wires go to where. I'm just gonna pull this out and probably just put an aftermarket simple switch. Maybe we'll do toggles, something like that, make it look cool. I don't know, but that's the plan. Well, I have been trying to get everything out, you know, fairly reasonably, taking things apart, you know, trying to be neat. I'm done with neat. Deal.
6.5 hours later.
Well, that was fun. So that's what I got left. Pieces, plugs, when in doubt, break out the Sawzall. Look how much cleaner it looks in here. We actually got room to grow. All kinds of space. Couple of wires I left in here, like the brake sensor wire. I'm gonna try to just reconnect the wires instead of replacing the switch. Got a couple of lights up here. Warning lights, brake light and glow plug light. I don't know what I'm gonna use them for, but I can just hook something up to it. I'm gonna have some holes to plug, but I got options to run wires through. Up, down, all around. Now it's time to wire.
The next day.
Yesterday, 20 degrees. Today it's like 60 degrees. So, yeah, welcome to Wisconsin spring. But got some work done, and I'm about to the point where I can start testing to see if we might be able to make a little noise out of this thing. So, let me show you what I got. This is the wire harness that I got. See, it's just a cheap, generic wire harness, but it should have everything we need.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So I went ahead and mounted the fuse panel wire harness in here. Basically, self-tappers, NHRA approved. Just ran some temporary wires out here. Battery power here, and I got this temporary fittings wired up to the switch here. I don't have the main battery cable hooked up to the battery yet. I just have the starter solenoid hooked in, just temporarily. I just want to see if this makes some noise, so let's try it out. All we're doing is just seeing if we can get that starter solenoid to click. That's all I'm hoping for. All right, let's see if we got it. Okay, that should be ignition on. Oh, we have life. Did you hear it? Let's try it again. So we should be able to just hook up the main battery cables, and we should be able to get it to roll over. It has been 2 years since there has been any life in this thing. And we are so close. Where'd my cable go? Here's the cable. Okay. That goes there. And the nut. Do we have the nut somewhere? Seriously. Half the time I spend on a project is just looking for stuff that I shouldn't have to look for. Well, not that. Well, where? You have got to be kidding me. I just had it. I cannot believe it. I mean, it happens all the time. I should believe it. I don't know why I'm so surprised. Here's the washer. Where's the nut? On Unbelievable. I found it. Stuck down in the bottom of the whole thing. Hiding in all the trash in the bottom of this battery box. And for some reason, this thing is all full of some sort of putty. Silicone, I don't know. Something. Now, what do you think the chances of this battery being good are? I think there's 2 chances. Slim and none. We'll find out. I touched the side of this battery box and we'll find out real quick. Okay, time to check her out. See if she'll roll over. All right, bring the thunder. Bring it again. Nothing. Yeah, I think we got the dead battery. But you know what we don't have? We don't have smoke. That's good. All right, let's try it out. One more time. Oh. That's not good. It's not a good sign. Starter's brand new, so we don't have to worry about the starter being bad. I either messed up putting this together, just kind of temporarily wriggling it. Very likely, because honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. The other option that is not good at all. This thing sat outside for, I don't know, 2 years? All of a year, like this. This engine sat in my front yard for a while, but it did run when the mechanic shop put this in the frame. So since it ran, it's been sitting outside for about a year. I just really hope it's not seized up. That would be devastating. Fixable, because has been a year, but we got a lot more issues to worry about if it's locked up. So I am in new territory here. I've never had to check to see if a motor is free before. Watching some YouTube videos on a regular, say I don't know, small block Chevy, big block Chevy, any Chevy, there's a crank bolt. But that's the crank right there, and there's 4 bolts. So I don't know how you're supposed to crank on that. Maybe get some rotation out of it. I don't know. I could possibly get on that alternator bolt right there and hope that this belt is strong enough to turn it all over, but boy, that's a big ask of that belt, I think. I don't know. I think I'm gonna try the alternator belt. If it moves even a little bit, that's gonna be promising. What do you think the odds of this working is? Oh, look at that. Got her right off the bat. 13/16. Okay, place your bets. Oh, crank's turning. Okay, crank is turning. So, we got a free motor. That's good news. That is great news. Well, if I hook the right cable up. Look at. That's why. All right. Try number 2, 3. Who knows? I'm nervous. All right. All we want is rotation. Ready? Bring in the thunder. Oh, yeah! Oh, that sounds good. Ha ha! got no fuel going to it. I got no fuel going to it. So it ain't gonna fire. I just want crank. We got it. We got it! Yes! Okay. Now we gotta hook the fuel up. Fuel pump. We got the fuel pump relay here. And like I said, this is just temporary to see if this thing will run. I got it hooked in here, main ground, main supply. And this is the switch, the relay switch. So if I touch this to 12 volt power, fuel pump should turn on. And there it goes. She's running. And I can hear it bubbling up over here. She's priming. All right. Time to fire it up. I'm gonna do one last check here. Make sure everything is out of the way. We put some ice cube juice in it. Even though we're not gonna run it for very long, I wanna get some of that garbage, that rust out of there. So we put some juice in there. And leak check. I'm not seeing any water leaks. Go see if we got any fuel leaks over here. I'm not seeing any fuel leaks. I think we're gonna be good to go. So we should be good for fuel. I'm just gonna get this put on constant power, just for temporary. Not ideal, but it'll work for what we're doing today. We got temporary fuel jug with the return lines in it. So, in theory, we should be good. All right, are we ready? We got a little line here that's leaking. I don't know what it does. That's a fuel line, I think. I don't know where it goes. Well, let's just bring the thunder and see what happens. Here we go. Okay, what was that?
It was something that was sitting inside the hood here.
Was it?
Yeah, that just that metal.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. I really don't know what this hose does.
Are you sure it's not part of the coolant?
It's a fuel line. That is a fuel line. All right. That's the fuel shut off. I just wanted to make sure that was the right thing. There you go.
Well,
now we know what that does.
yeah. Holy buckets.
Okay.
Well then.
All right. Well, let me show you what happened here. You see all that shiny stuff? That's diesel fuel. So there's a line right there, no idea what it does, that was apparently plugged by something, gunk or something, and it's just started shooting diesel fuel out. So I don't know where that goes to. It goes to the bottom of the P pump is where it comes off, and it's got this other fitting right here that goes over. So if anybody out there knows what that is for, comment it for me and let me know, because I'm just thinking it ran perfect when this thing was plugged, and then it killed and all of the fuel started shooting out when it came unplugged. So I'm thinking just plug this, but I don't know. You tell me. I got some cleanup to do. Woo! It smells like diesel fuel in here. At least it didn't get on my wife's Suburban. So, anyway, success. We got her running. First time in over a year. First time in 2 years since I've had it running at my house. So, yes! But I got some work to do. I got all kinds of cleanup in here and down here. Diesel fuel's not like gasoline. It don't dry up. It's oil. So I'm gonna get about a case of parts cleaner, brake cleaner, and it's just gonna be going to town. That's hugely encouraging. That just gave me the motivation to get this thing done. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking around. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, keep the shiny side up.